After the 6th round, if you're still telling me you didn't miss all this, I swear there'll be mushroom soup in the 7th.
I wouldn't notice the difference. Your beer is shit.
It's your beer now, First Deputy Nash. From now on, you're one of us.
Doesn't make the beer any less sour.
You're picky? That's good, it's good. The higher your position, the higher your standards. When you officially become sheriff, we'll have to make sure you got bourbon on tap.
I don't have running water.
We'll fix that too. We'll fix everything.
Hey, Colonel, Otis asked me to give you
Well, finally, I thought he forgot.
Look what a mess he made of it. He could have added a little sparkle and some flowers.
I guess old Otis thought it was for Melissa. Actually, it's for my friend, the police chief.
Wow, police chief?
I'm not the police chief.
Come on, nobody cares about formalities. How about you, Colin? You officially the manager of the bar?
Officially, I'm unemployed. And you haven't even officially been colonel for years. So, what are we celebrating, guys? Birthday?
You could say that.
So what, Colonel? You gonna give your friend a private dance for his birthday?
Yeah, my figure's not like it was 30 years ago.
Viola was standing for you today. She'll be free in a couple of minutes, all right?
You think I didn't try to convince them? But Mr. Nash here had a tough week. Looks like he just wants to go rest and be alone with his thoughts, I suppose.
Alone with his thoughts? Any thoughts in the police boss's head about raiding my bar?
Don't doubt this man. Our new police chief will arrest a lot of us, and your bar will be shaken from top to bottom.
And he'll find nothing but pleasure here. Okay, Colonel. Since your friend wants to be alone, maybe we'll just go up to my office and discuss the payment for our Christmas supplies.
You gonna beg me for a discount again?
Don't forget, I've got a loyal customer card.
I'll be right back, First Deputy Nash. Don't get bored.
What else does he want? All right, I'm coming already.
On your knees.
I'm not armed. I don't have a gun. I have a gun in my holster, but I'm not resisting. I'll try not to...
Lift up your head and look at me, you asshole!
Lana? It's you. Why are you... How are you here?
Shut up! As long as I'm talking, you'll be silent. You've already talked enough. You no longer have the right to a fucking word! Whatever flies out of your stinking mouth, it'll be a lie. We both know it. If you start defending yourself, you'll lie. If you start listing all those ridiculous excuses you've imagined for yourself, you'll lie. Even if you beg for forgiveness, you'll lie. All you can do now is roll around on the floor and moan pitifully. Did you hear me?
Lana, I should... I don't...
Did you hear me? Are you even capable of hearing anyone besides yourself? Oh, what a shame no one can see you now, Jack. What a shame. All those assholes reading the newspapers have you down for a criminal genius who had everyone fooled, off spending his loot somewhere. And don't forget the crazies who believe you're a hero who was taken in and used. How surprised would they all be to see the real you? And here he is, the real you, an old man shitting himself with fear and nothing more. Oh, you scared, Jack? You afraid? Afraid I'm gonna arrest you, Jack? You can dream of going to prison, you piece of shit, because that's a gift you don't deserve. You won't be getting off that easy. No. You know who is going to jail, Jack? All those bureaucrats and thieves and murderers in the expensive suits. All the con artists who seized the city and divided up all the official posts among themselves. They'll be doing serious time, I can tell you that. I swear they will go down. I know that they will go down, and they know it too. They know they're living on borrowed time. They know it's waiting for them. And when they're led out of the courthouse in handcuffs, even the most unprincipled bastard among them will know in his heart that he's got what he deserved. But not you, Jack. Because you're worse than all the rest. You think you're a victim, that it's everybody else's fault. If you go to prison, you'll think you're a great martyr. There's no punishment that you would consider fair because, after all, you're the hero who got used, right? You really believe all that. And worse, you made everyone else believe it too. Now what are we gonna do with you, Jack? What's it gonna be? What should I do now? What should your poor secretary do now? All the people who compromised their morals for you. What should we all do now? How are we gonna get out of this? Do you hear the police sirens, Jack? Do you hear the helicopters? Do you hear the SWAT team breaking through your windows? You don't hear them? You know why? Because I got scared. I got scared. I ran away, and now I'm no better than you, and it's your fault. Yours and nobody else's. Look at me, Jack. Look at me, damn it! This is what you've turned me into. It's the same thing you do to everyone around you. Well, are you gonna just lie there or pour me a drink? Can I help you?
I'd like...
Oh, what a beautiful star you have. You must be the sheriff?
Yes. I'm Lilli Rid, the sheriff, and you are...
Oh, I'm Lana Berman, the prosecutor.
Miss Berman. You, in Sharpwood. You...
I'm on vacation. Decided to come up north, breathe in the clean air. The snow is so white here.
I see.
So did you want something, Sheriff Lilli Rid?
Warren Nash. I'd like to talk to Warren Nash.
Warren Nash? Well, yes, of course, Warren Nash. Hey, Warren Nash, wake up.
What?
He didn't show up at work, and I figured he might...
Oh, no, what a jerk. I always told him, you want to lose your job, Warren Nash? What will you do if you lose your job, Warren Nash? Can you even stick to the simplest rules? But what can you do with a man like Warren Nash? He's just that kind of guy. He never thinks about the consequences, you know what I mean? It was nice to meet you, Sheriff Lilli Rid.
You knew this could happen. You knew. You knew, but you didn't do anything about it. You're a fugitive, and you don't even have a plan if they come for you.
You knew it could happen, too. You knew just as much as I did.
You brought her here. You. By your actions or your inactions. But it was you, not someone else. God, what a fool I am, thinking you'd have some kind of plan. What could the plan be if you don't even know what she's going to do? What could we plan when we don't even know what she's doing right now, there at the house?
I'll sort this out. I don't know how, but I'll figure it out. I'll deal with everything.
Well, tell me, Jack. Tell me how, because the only option I see is that we're both going to jail because of you.
I said I'll figure it out.
Ah, well, that's not enough, Jack. I can't sit and wait until you figure it out.
It's not enough. You can't sit and wait? Seriously? I thought that's all you did, sitting and waiting. Isn't that your main talent, to sit and wait for the rest of us to solve your problems for you? Isn't that right? Tell me you haven't been sitting and waiting all these years, hiding behind your precious Sheriff Wells, never learning the first thing about police work. That guy Gale, didn't he do everything for you? No? What about me? Don't I do all your work for you? And Captain Carter, don't pretend you didn't try to dump all your problems on him. Wake up, Lilly. You can't figure anything out, and the only thing you're good at is finding other people who sort everything out for you. And now you're telling me that because of me, we're going to jail. You didn't fuck yourself, huh? And now I'm the guilty one. So the problem is me, right, Lilly? All your problems are because of me. Well, sort it out, Lilly. You're still the sheriff here, right? You're afraid that I'll tell everyone how you covered for a fugitive? It's a problem, Lilly. Come on, solve it. Yourself, for the first time in your life. What, you don't like the gun? Yeah, you're right. Fuck the gun. Too much noise. It's very sharp. You could easily slaughter a bull with this thing. Even a snotty little girl could manage it. One move, Lilly. One stroke, and all your problems will melt away. What, you're not ready? Not ready to solve your own problems? Well, then stop fooling yourself and trust the guy who's gonna do everything for you. Well, what am I now, Lana? Your accomplice? Your prey? Your hostage, I guess?
Hostage? Do you think this entire fucking situation is so easy to explain? It's just that simple, just one word?
You'll have to explain this somehow, if they catch me.
You know, Jack, it's a miracle that you still haven't been caught. A real miracle. I thought you'd be smart enough to stay invisible. I figured that a former police chief knows that in a situation like this, your only option is to climb into the darkest hole you can find and don't stick your head out. But no, crawling in the mud is for criminals, right? Not for our hero cop, Jack Boyd. Our Jack Boyd is now first deputy sheriff, walking around in front of everyone with a beautiful star in his chest. Are you fucking serious, Jack? Do you really not see that sooner or later she's going to give you up?
She can't give me up. She needs me. She knows she needs me.
Oh, yeah? You sure know how to convince people they need you. I can't deny you've got a knack for it. There's a lot of people in Freeburg who believed it. I believed it too. And where's it gotten us?
I want to talk to Colonel Liam Henderson.
What? You think I'm driving around with a DeVroom painting in the back seat?
There's something you have to hear. Right now. But not here. No, even further. Even here, someone could hear us.
Are you kidding? We're in the middle of a snowy desert. There's no one here. Look around.
Okay. Okay. Here.
I just want him to disappear, and I don't care exactly how it happens. I'm not asking you about your methods.
You know our methods well, Sheriff Reed. And you also know that things like this aren't done for free.
How do you think a sheriff can repay you? I can forget that you exist. Forever.
That's a generous offer, Sheriff Reed. I can't deny it.
That's enough.
You really want to be rid of this person so much?
I said enough!
Yes, I do. I really do.
Colonel Henderson said that you wouldn't do anything. He has a plan, but he needs to work out all the details. Meanwhile, you act like nothing's happened, okay?
A brainless bitch. What a brainless bitch.
Hey, Mr. Boyd. Wait. No, wait, stop! What are you blaming me for? What did I do? I'm just a messenger. Wait. Hold on! Fuck!
Come on, Fran, come on. I know you're awake. You never sleep.
Hello, you've called Fran Potts. It seems I'm not home right now, but if you just leave a message...
Bitch!
Who were you calling?
None of your business.
None of my business. Whose business is it then? This whole situation is pretty fucked up, but it definitely affects both of us. So if you think you're gonna keep freezing me out...
Shut up! Do you seriously think that you have the right to open your mouth? You think you're in a position to bitch? Remember when I said that the situation was too complicated to describe it in one word? Forget that shit. In reality, it's very simple. You're my prisoner. You got me? I'm making myself clear? You're a prisoner and you will behave like a prisoner, and you will obediently remain silent until I decide what I'm going to do with you. Is that clear?
Prisoner? Look at me, Lana. Do I look like a prisoner? Somehow I don't see the chains on my hands and feet. I could just break your neck right now and run. Does it look like I'm captive?
Break my neck. If you were the least bit honest with yourself, I would have been dead a long time ago. Lots of people have died and will continue to die because of you, but you still refuse to consider yourself a murderer. Why, Jack? Just because you never strangled anyone personally? Just like you don't consider yourself a thief because you decided to limit yourself to an idiotic 500,000. I've always been surrounded by people who know how to brainwash everybody around them, but I've never met another man who has so completely brainwashed himself. Those are your chains, Jack. It's your endless self-deception.
Camilla, what the fuck? My penis turned into an icicle 20 minutes ago.
It's not Camilla.
Ethan? What's the matter? Who is it?
I'm sure it must be Jeff. he might have some new information on the case I told you about, remember? He warned me that he might come at night if there was something urgent. So I told him that I would...
What the fuck are you talking about? What's the matter with him? He can't just call?
Marla, baby, I'll talk to him for 2 minutes and get back to bed, okay?
If you don't come to bed right now, I swear, Ethan, you'll be sleeping on the couch for the rest of your very short and very painful life.
2 minutes, baby. Just 2 minutes. What do you want, kid?
Sir, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, sir. I understand that this will sound weird, sir, but over there, some guy on the phone wants to talk to you. He says his name is Bobby Flash.
Hello?
Ethan. Ethan, is that you?
Yes, Jack, it's me.
Ethan, I need help, Ethan. Help me. I know that only you can help me.
Where are you, Jack?
What's the plan, Ethan? Tell me what we're gonna do. Tell me everything in detail.
Where are you, Jack? Where are you now?
Just tell me what to do, Ethan. We'll do whatever you say. Just tell me the first step, the second step. Explain everything to me in order. I need to explain everything to me, Ethan.
Just tell me where you are and I'll come. I'll come as soon as I can.
Let me come to you myself, okay? I'm here. It's not safe here. I can't stay here any longer. I'm leaving now. I'll try. If they grab us, Ethan, I'll tell them that you don't know anything. I'll tell them that.
Jack!
I won't tell them that you helped me. I won't tell them anything. We'll make sure of that.
Jack! Listen to me. Don't go anywhere. You need to turn yourself in, Jack. That's the only way I can help you, all right?
What?
You need to turn yourself in, Jack. But I give you my word that
No, Ethan, not you. Ethan, just not you. Why are you doing this, Ethan? You know me. You know me. You know who I am. They don't know, but you know. Have you forgotten me, Ethan? Remember who I am, Ethan. It's me. It's me.
Jack, I promise you as a friend that as soon as you...
in progress.
Excuse me, can I help you?
What do you want?
I asked, are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you sure you don't need any help?
I said I'm fine. I don't need anybody. Get out of here already. He's awake.
By the way, this won't be the first attack on the Sharpwood Sheriff's Department. Moreno brought me a pile of old newspapers here. Yeah, the poor bastard collects newspapers. Can you figure? Not comics. No, nothing easy like that. No, newspapers. Old ones, new ones, local, overseas, all sorts. I bet he's got a whole closet filled with newspapers with your name on the front page. Well, he brought me some to read from his collection, and it turns out that back in '52, the department got a bunch of Molotov cocktails through the front window. They barely saved the building. Then in '59, there was a gunfight, and then in 1960, there was another one. So look at it this way, Jack. We're going with tried and true methods.
But it's the first attack on the sheriff's department where the sheriff's gonna get killed.
Let's hope it's the last one. Now look at it this way.
Excuse me, Colonel, but Mr. Summers wants to talk to you. He said that if you don't explain right now why Friday's delivery was delayed...
Rocky, what the fuck? Don't you see that we're talking here? Did it cross your mind that this could be more important? Do you think that First Deputy Nash and me are sitting here playing pool?
Colonel, I
Rocky, if we were still serving the army, I'd bust you down to latrine duty. You'd be clearing toilets in the barracks with a toothbrush for a month. But you know what? I might just make you do that anyhow. I can do that, right? How do you like that idea, Rocky? You probably already forgot what
I'll wait for you outside, Colonel.
As for the details, there aren't many people in this town I can trust, so try not to get my guys killed. Yours are a dime a dozen, and mine are itching for a good gunfight. So 2 or 3 cops are going to get shot. Maybe 5 at most. Just pick the ones you don't mind getting rid of. I don't think you'll have much of a problem with that. And there's something else.
What?
Maybe we should shoot you, too.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
No. I just mean a little poke. Slightly shot. In the hand and leg, for heroism. So nobody has any doubt that it was First Deputy Nash who bravely defended the department, standing firm while the bullets flew past. Who else could be the next sheriff?
I'm the first deputy. If Sheriff Reed dies, I'll automatically take her place. Why make any extra fuss?
Come on, Jack. You never watch a movie? All the heroes are wounded at the end. They all have scars. They're getting interviewed by the press from their hospital beds, promising to return to service as soon as possible and set things straight. Otherwise, it's just too boring.
And if the injury turns out to be serious enough that I can't physically manage the duties of sheriff, how boring would that be?
You know what? You're right. Better not to take any chances. You need anything from me? I have 10 boxes of fireworks. We could fill the whole place with smoke and really make it look like something.
Arthur Sherman.
Huh?
Arthur Sherman. He knows who I am. It'd be better if I discussed it with him, personally. Bring him to me.
Okay, Jack, okay. If that's what you want. But listen, that harmless college boy couldn't even...
Colonel, I'm sorry. I tried to tell him that...
For fuck's sake! Mr. Nash, you remember me saying something about not killing my guys? Let's make an exception. Shoot this bastard. Remember the red mustache? Put it in the mud.
Mr. Summers said that if you don't speak to him right away, he's gonna turn you into the sheriff.
You hear that, Sheriff Nash? That's a serious threat. Serious. I better go and talk to him, right? Just stick to the plan, Jack. Soon everything will be settled.
Arthur Sherman. No need to sign for him.
Still want to hear that story? The story about the DeVroom painting? Get ready. Let's go have that beer. It's a long story.
I knew you'd do it, Mr. Boyd. I knew you'd finally decide to give me some time.
Really?
And you're doing it because you're a man with a conscience. You feel guilty. Guilty for the night when you left me alone in the middle of the field. Now, you can act like a heartless dictator, Mr. Boyd, and I understand why you need to. Makes a big impression on most people anyway. We need to keep everyone in suspense, right? Fear and respect, the basis of order. Isn't that what they say? Or is it something else? Well, never mind. Anyway, but you couldn't manage to fool me, Mr. Boyd. I always knew. Caesar is merciful. Caesar spared Massilia. Caesar is a gentle ruler. Caesar never...
I'll be in the car.
I'm right behind you. Caesar the merciful! Hail, merciful Caesar!
First Deputy Nash.
Hey, Jack, listen, I know it's a strange question, but I don't have anyone else to ask. Have you spoken to Marino lately?
I'm not sure.
It's just that he hasn't been in touch, and normally he checks in every day. Did he come to work?
To be honest, I wasn't paying attention. Usually he's not here when I come in, and he's already gone by the time I leave.
But he's the dispatcher there, among other things, right? Have you heard his voice on the radio?
I didn't pay much attention. Sometimes one of the other guys covers for him, so I'm not sure. I just don't know.
Oh, okay, there's nothing to worry about, nothing at all. This isn't the first time. This one girl he sees off and on. One time he up and took her someplace for a week and didn't tell me anything. I didn't kill him at the time, but this time I'm going to. I'm telling you, I'll strangle him with my own hands. You remember if a girl came by the station recently?
I think
A redhead with pigtails, wagging her hips all over the place. You'd have to remember it.
I think that... yes, probably. Maybe. I remember something. I'm not sure, but it's possible. Maybe if you want,
Forget it, Jack. Forget it. We didn't need to get all worried about that son of a bitch, did we? After all, why do we need some asshole to run my errands when I have first deputy?
True, right. I'm sure he'll show up soon. Now, I need to get back to work, so...
Yes, Jack. I'm sorry. Sorry. See you later.
Oh, seriously, Seymour? Again? At this rate, we won't get to the bra till Easter?
Well, I can't turn it off, baby. I can't. But I can send them to hell. Where should I send them, my dear, huh? Just tell me, dear. I'll give them all your curses verbatim. We'll send them to where they can never bother us again. And then we'll get to that bra.
You have 5 seconds.
What?
One-time payment, $300,000. $300,000, and I don't want to hear anything more about you or about the feds on my tail. And I need decent documents. Call your friend from the ministry.
Friend? Friend from the ministry? What are you talking about?
Well, that's it. God, Gilda,
And you left your own business for this?
You were fencing stolen electronics. Gilda, my dear, do we have to go through all this again? This is an important client.
Mm-hmm. I hope your important client can shake their tits the way you like.
It's gonna cost a lot more than 300,000, Jack. A lot more. $1 million at least.
$1 million? Don't you think I can't find someone who'll get rid of my problems for 300,000? Don't you think I can find someone who'll get rid of you for 300,000? Good night, Fry.
Stop, Jack. Hey, just wait a second. Wait. I got excited. It worked up, okay? You just called in an awkward moment. But, you know, I've called you at uncomfortable moments. I know that. I admit it. Let's say we're even, all right? Even? 700,000.
400.
500. 500,000, Jack. $500,000. Not too much and not too little, huh?
Done. You can come up personally when you have the documents.
Of course, Jack. Of course I can't.
Oh, thought you could steal my tape recorder, you creep? What a petty fucker you are, Seymour.
You left it here. What do I need with
You were glad I left it, weren't you? You're getting it appraised right now, aren't you? Well, I can see right through you, Seymour.
You know what, Gilda? Go. Go and take your tape recorder with you along with your bra and your stupid grudges. Go back to your criminals. If you can't stand being with a real man who does real work, run back to your buddy Kravitz. I'm sure he's got a couple of stolen TVs for you.
Buy a bus ticket to Nurking. That's the closest place to Big Rift where traffic goes past. My guys will meet you. When you know exactly when you'll be arriving, call me. And don't forget the documents.
Sheriff Reed. What? How? I'm coming. I'll be right there.
Good Lord, when are we gonna take that thing down? A dream of seeing how nice that thing burns. I'd say...
Shut up! Now's not the time!
Just look at it. It's like it's tearing out my soul. But I'm not superstitious, not even a little. Mr. Nash, can we please take that thing down?
You live through the night, you can do whatever you want.
Well, finally. Tomorrow I'll get my...
Quiet! You hear that? Get in position.
$5.90. Roger.
has a visual.
Roger. Bullseye. Roger. Roger. We have visual. Roger. 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 Target eliminated. Roger. We have visual. Roger. 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 Bullseye. Roger. 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 Roger.
It's okay. You've already talked enough. I'm willing to bet you're trying to figure out where you were wrong. And really, where you're definitely not so stupid as come I've ever met. And all your, let's call them philosophical reflections. You know what? There's something in them. Something true. Something really gets me. I've had to deal with much more attention to that as you. And even this land of yours, wage and assault in the department. Is it crazy? Maybe. But again, it's not crazy. It's just all I've ever been a part of. A little more luck, and it might all work out for you. So what's the problem? The problem is, Colonel, that you told everything. Absolutely everything. All your thoughts, all your ideas, all your fucking plans to the police chief. To the police chief. You must be completely nuts, right? Never played cops and robbers with your friends as a kid? It's a fun game. The rules are very simple. The robbers are the bad guys, and the cops are the good guys. But don't worry, Colonel. I'll make sure that everyone here keeps choking down your snub-nosy soup. From breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Get this rat out of my department.
Are you Mr. Fry?
Excuse me?
I asked, are you Mr. Fry?
Yes, I'm Mr. Fry, and you're from Mr. Nash, right?
That's right, from Mr. Nash. You know, we've been waiting for you for over an hour.
Yes, it's a shitty bus. You say you waited an hour? You must have some very warm jackets, guys. What do you say? You got an extra one for me?
Of course, Mr. Fry, of course. Let's get you into the car. We'll think of something.
Don't be offended, guys. Wow. You got yourselves frozen cesspool out here.
Oh, we're not offended. Right, Jesse? We're not offended. Not at all. It's true. We live in a shithole. You see our slaughterhouse.
Your slaughterhouse?
Sure. Slaughterhouse. My mother always told us if you want to know how clean the town is, check how clean they keep their slaughterhouse.
How clean they keep the slaughterhouse?
Don't pay attention to my brother, Mr. Fry. It's just the kind of stuff we deal with out here. That's right. Local jokes. Get on in, Mr. Fry. There's plenty of space in back. What beautiful shoes you have, Mr. Fry. What a picture.
She always says that when I want to try something new. I bought myself a tie, you like a jerk in it. I thought about getting an earring in my ear. Only total jerks do that. You know, I did feel like a jerk when I first sat down on that thing. And I got thinking, it makes so much sense. Once everything is covered with snow, a snowmobile will come in pretty handy, right? I started it up, drove it around, and you know what? The real jerks are the ones who keep driving cars and riding bikes in this weather. That's what I think. And I keep thinking about that advertisement. All the roads open before me. And it's true. I know, it sounds silly, but I swear, that's really how I felt. Like there were no more barriers. Like I'm finally in control of this situation. You know the feeling, Mr. Nash?
Yeah, it's a great story, kid. The money's in the envelope, like always.
Oh, by the way, those cigars you asked about earlier? Kings, right? Mr. Summers found a reliable supplier, but it'll still take at least a week, so I told him that you probably wouldn't want to.
Caesars.
Excuse me?
Caesars. The cigars are called Caesars. Order them.
Oh yes, of course, Caesars. No problem, Mr. Nash, no problem. I just wanted to say that.
I don't care how long it takes. I'm not going anywhere.